Beyond the bilateral meetings, defense spending is expected to take center stage at this year's NATO summit. The European allies are facing renewed pressure to demonstrate they're meeting their commitments to collective defense. William Denselow reports for CNA from Sissonne, France.
Preparing for any possible combat scenario. For soldiers at this training centre in France, it's an opportunity to put their skills to the test, to see how decisions made on the battlefield play out in real time.
If you don't put your support elements and you go on assault without any support, you will be immediately destroyed. And it is the best training.
The same principles apply to NATO, a group of 32 members across North America and Europe, united by the principle of collective security.
Officers here are planning and strategizing for an imminent enemy attack. It may be a simulation, but at a broader level, NATO is preparing for much the same. According to officials from the military alliance, they warn that NATO might not be at war, but it's not at peace either.
In February, NATO launched Arctic Sentry as part of its commitment to defend every inch of its territory from threats such as those posed by Russia. At last year's gathering of leaders, alliance members agreed to boost defence spending to at least 5% of national GDP by 2035, from the now met benchmark of 2%. It breaks down to 3.5% on security-related spending, with the rest allocated to defence-related projects, such as critical infrastructure.
European allies and Canada are really stepping up, with record increases last year. Over $90 billion extra in real terms, which means $139 billion extra in nominal terms.
The focus of this year's annual summit is on delivering on spending pledges, defence production and support for Ukraine. But Washington has accused some allies of freeloading. As part of achieving what he calls NATO 3.0, the US Defence Secretary says there'll be a 6-month review to ensure European powers are taking primary responsibility for the continent's security.
Many countries following through, some that still need to do more, and we will be candid about that, both in private and in public. I think that's important, friends being honest with friends.
But that friendship has been called into question. The Trump administration has criticised allies over a reluctance to intervene in the Iran conflict. Analysts say the upcoming NATO summit is an opportunity to find a collective approach going forward.
We now have, one hopes, a deal that will stick with Iran in the Gulf. And so there will be a piece of this that I think that is very much about maritime security, what Europe can contribute in terms of demining and opening passage, safe passage to the Strait of Hormuz.
Summits offer the chance for photo opportunities between leaders. But even that seemingly routine task triggered a spat between Italy's Prime Minister and the US President at the recent G7 talks. At last year's NATO gathering, the alliance's Secretary General called Donald Trump Daddy. As Mark Rutte seeks to ensure the military bloc remains united in the face of genuine security threats, he may be hoping for more grown-up conversations. For CNA, I'm William Denselow in Sissonne, France.